Oh, testify.
Please call my name. I want to hear my name. Please call my name. I want to hear my name. Please call my name. Please call my name. Put my face to the test. Face to the test. Lord, give me eyes so I can see. Lord, I was a sinner. Yes, I was. I was unclean. Oh, but I've been to the mountain and the truth I've seen. Yes, I bear witness. Put my faith to the test. Well. Hey, Lord, give me eyes of righteousness. I think I've seen the don't come in the money. Hey, don't come in the flesh. I don't need it no more. Don't covet either. I'm so.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
The Acclaim, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The Acclaim, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed.
The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what?
If you believe yours is the only way, then you're the fool who lives to die. Will you deserve all hell you're gonna pay on the other side? Once you reach the other side.
We're reaching the other side. What it is, gentlemen?
Other side. Yeah. My boys.
How's it going? How you doing? How you living?
I'm living in a fantastic manner. How are you gentlemen doing tonight?
Tired.
You're a hard worker. This man got 13 jobs and he teaches kids Minkology 101. You know?
I beat their ass.
The weatherman from Family Guy. So
It's gonna rain. Yep, that's what I was gonna do, but then I figured this podcast might need me to talk more. So I'm gonna try it again later on. I might try just one word answers. Are we getting Jay tonight?
Let me text him. I see it.
Or because Jay has to defend his Jeopardy title.
Oh yeah, that's true.
For the record, my man Will, he asked me today, he's like, hey, has anybody else become Jamaican yet? I was like, nah, not yet, man, not yet.
Told you, man, you can't be doing it all the time, and then they don't want it all the time.
That boy's out here lurking for it, right? He's looking for it.
We had some mini Jamaican con a couple weeks ago. Or was it no? Tony Khan's assistant was Jamaican, not Tony Khan himself. So it's little tweaks here and there. It's coming in.
It's a slow build. Slow build
like this Wire 6. You know, how y'all feeling about that so far? We saw Bo. I mean, I'm all over. Bo Dallas come out natural last week and.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I did see that, and I'm confused.
Nah, I'm not confused at all. He's not. We're separating the characters and the people. Like they're not going with the supernatural gimmick. Like they're gonna humanize the characters, because at the end of the day, the characters are just gonna be the exteriors of them. But like the people is what they're going through internally and personally is what elevated them to be these characters. That you could see a lot with the VHS tapes, which is why I think that's why when Chad calling out Bo Dallas, he got Bo Dallas, he was gonna get the real Bo Dallas. He's not gonna come out dressed as Howdy. because they're all humans who were like faulting to these alter egos because they needed like kind of like saving, like they needed to find a home, and they found a home within these characters in this group. You know what I'm saying? It's just deep,
Okay,
but
can
I
understand.
like it. I like it a
But-
lot.
What I did see, because I be trying to keep up, but life be lifing, so I can't. I try to. Look, y'all. I'm be honest. I try to do my homework because being a part of a wrestling podcast, I try to keep up with wrestling. I can't keep up. I was at work and Triple H was in Poughkeepsie, so I couldn't keep up with shit. All right.
So many people, bro. So many people messaging
Yes,
me.
he was at a
Yo, look,
fucking
I'm
soccer
shut the
game.
fuck up.
I had a
Soccer.
chance. Yeah, bro. He was at the there's a soccer field when you're going on your way to Vassar,
Mhm.
where the Jamaicans be at all the time, and I fucking missed my chance to get my WWE contract because I was at work trying to be able to afford to live.
Chips
Ain't
was
that
there,
some
bro.
shit?
In Poughkeepsie.
You're working trying to afford a ticket to go down to another state to get a
My
WWE.
nigga, I am working to try to afford to make it to WrestleMania, and I could have had a straight shot right there. And then my girlfriend is gonna tell me, "Damn, babe, you was at work and your dreams came to you." Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? My dreams came to me, and I was at work chasing a dream. I fucking hate being a grown up.
It's ridiculous.
But-
I was so upset. So upset.
I brought that up by saying that fucking Eric Rowan.
Sir.
Mm.
You don't know if you ain't watched that and cry.
Nigga.
Night, son. You want to say good night?
Good night. Good
Night,
night.
Good night. Have a wonderful time.
Yeah. If you ain't cried during that goddamn segment,
Sir. I don't think Eric Rowan has on television has ever made me feel what I felt Monday, bro. That shit, because and you know what it did? It didn't even blur the lines. Like we jumped to reality on that. And you know what part resonated so much, Duran? Is when he said, "And I'm just Rowan." Because
Yeah.
he's acknowledging the fact that he was the weak link in the trio, and that everyone else went on to do cool single shit, and he had nothing. So he's acknowledging and blurring those lines to say, like, I know, like, without them, I'm just Rowan. Bro, I felt that in my soul.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking forward to the rest of these single interviews on the VHS tape. I'm not looking for because I didn't even think that each Wyatt member was gonna get their own individual one. But I'm not looking. That shit. And then he took the mask off, and you can hear him crying. You can
Yes,
hear
bro.
it. They had to cut it and then do their little editing magic so it looked like he was just you can hear him crying. He said one brother died, and then I had to try to pick up the pieces. Then the other brother died, and now I'm just motionless. Bro, that's
Bro.
nigga, and then you gonna have
That's
to
what I'm
follow up with a
saying.
match after that.
Come on, son. It
Some
was that was spectacular. Spectacular. You know who's I'm looking forward to, bro? If they're gonna blur those lines like that, I'm really looking forward to Nikki Cross's. I'm very
Yeah.
much looking forward to her. To be
I'm not gonna
just to
lie.
touch on like they made me a superhero. Like I wasn't a super like I can't wait. Yo, that Eric Rowan tape was top of the line.
The one I'm just most interested in is Dexter Loomis.
I was
Is
just
he
about to say
gonna
that.
talk? You gonna talk?
Is he going to talk? He only said one word since being in that company. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting on how they're going to do that. But
I'm invested.
I hope instead of it doing it one per week, let's get two of them. Let's get two out the way next week.
Nah, we're gonna drag this shit out, baby. It's
Nah,
they
you're greedy. Stop being greedy.
slow
Jay.
and steady. Yeah, slow and steady gets the race.
Our
Or
patience
wins the
running low.
race.
No, we don't care if your blood pressure's running low, nigga. You're getting one.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, Dre.
I need insulin.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, all right? But yeah, I very much liked it. And we finally got Gable with the creeds. Come on, son. We're doing things. Raw was dope on Monday. I ain't gonna hold you. Raw was fucking cooking. And I got, let me just get something off my chest real quick, please, if you don't mind. There's a lot of slander going on about this man right here. All right. Got people referring to him as Hulk Hogan. Like, because he's winning matches. Bro, what the fuck? Like, you're acting like Sammy's like throwing his weight around backstage. Like, that's not going to work for me, brother. SZ. Like, stop. Sammy's not a politician back there. He don't be politicking to win. Braun Breaker wasn't ready. He's going to drop the title. They probably wanted Gunther to lose the title so he could go after the world title. It was already planned. So people need to stop with the Sami Zayn slander. All right? Sami Zayn is an amazing talent, great in the ring, great on the microphone, great at making you believe in him, and the best underdog in the business today. So I'm tired of the shit. People talk, what?
Is he an underdog at this point?
Yes, he's always an underdog. Cody, every Cody title defense, he's going to be the underdog. You doesn't matter if you're the champion, you can be the underdog. Bob Backlund was the underdog for all 2,500 days he was the WWF champion. Stop.
So he wasn't alive when Bob Backlund was champion.
That doesn't matter. I do my homework. I'm a student of the game, sir.
All right.
Cut it out. All right. One of us has won Jeopardy. One of us, someone else did not. Okay. So
that's going to change today.
Yeah, and you ain't going first. I'll tell you that.
He's talking about me.
No, I would never disrespect you like that.
It is a.
Leave me 10 out of the group.
You just watch your words on. We'll see about later on with the Jeopardy thing. I'm talking to Duran because he might have an advantage this time. But yeah, like I said, Sami Zayn, he's gonna lose the title at some point. Obviously, probably SummerSlam. I guess they're gonna stretch it out and whatnot. I don't know. I know he's not politicking backstage and whatnot. To me personally, just find it hard to believe on him beating Gunther and Braun Breaker cleanly, like, straight up 1, 2, 3 with a haluva kick. That's the only issues I got.
But here's the thing: when you look at the match with Gunther beat himself. When you look at it, because Gunther was too busy showboating and trying to pander to the crowd and talk shit to Sammy's wife. That's what lost him the match. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, he was just beating the fuck out of him and then Sammy just out of nowhere. Like, no, there's reasons that he's losing. Braun, I don't know. I can't really say anything about that. He just beat Braun, to be honest, but it's whatever. Braun's gonna be a star. Braun is young. He hasn't even been on the main roster a year. I don't know what people are panicking for.
So what about Chad Gable? Because we all was in the Chad Gable train of him getting that IC title.
Sir, I was on the Chad Gable train right up until Sammy's entrance at WrestleMania. Literally the day of WrestleMania, I'm like, ain't no way Sammy's winning this fucking title. I don't even know why he's in this match. He shouldn't be. Sammy did that entrance. All of it went out the window. Sammy.
I mean, Sammy fighting Chad Gable for the IC title.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think he should have dropped it immediately to Gable. But I also think that they had all this Wyatt shit planned as well. Because think about it, if Gable was Intercontinental Champion, he was doing this shit with Wyatt and then has a match with Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is not losing. So he would have had the title for a cup of coffee.
Also a reminder that his contract was up too around that time. So you never know
that
what
too.
Trying to do. But yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, don't people take this shit personally to Sami Zayn, and I'm like, you really should stop. Like, Braun Breaker is going to be a fucking main eventing WrestleMania one day. Like, come on.
Now, if he's up and if he beats Braun at SummerSlam, I don't know. It's kind of hard to beat those accusations at that point.
If he beats Braun at SummerSlam, clean, I'll never put this backdrop up again.
It's crazy.
Because then I'll be like, all right, something's up. What dirt he got on you, Chips?
What the hell's going on?
He got something on your ass.
Well, while that's going on, I wanted to let y'all know that NXT was dope last night. Like
I
this,
just finished watching it.
this NXT TNA collaboration has been fantastic for all parties because it just NXT was already great as it was, but just that little TNA added effect just definitely amplifies it. Like having the Rascals there, which we never thought we'd probably see.
Never.
'cause, like obviously when they offered all three of them the contract, I think Trey was the one that was like nah. So then they end up getting MSK, and then obviously Zach getting fired, and Wes had his solo thing. So like seeing how everything come full circle now, all three of them wrestling against Gallus, and then while that's going on, fucking Joe Hendry comes out. Like, what is going on in the NXT TNA world right now?
Even them calling him Zachary Wentz was like, wow.
Oh, they did on commentary? They didn't?
Yeah, no, they introduced him as Zachary Wentz. They don't say Nash Carter.
That's dope. That's real dope.
Like, it's awesome. Like, I was genuinely just so happy for them. Honestly, like I was just so happy for them because they're tight, and with Zach getting fired, which was like bullshit. Like for them to be able to have that moment to come back together on TV for the first time as a trio in 4 years.
It's crazy.
Like, for them to have that moment was super, super special. Like I was astounded by it. It was awesome.
And even for like people like Trey, who wasn't in NXT at all, just to have that atmosphere surrounding him. Like after he did his initial lockup in the ring, he got into a corner and said to Wesley, "Fuck yeah!" Like that's all he could say because he was just so amped and amplified. Like it was real,
Yeah,
it's
that
dope.
NXT crowd is special. It's definitely special. Yeah, it was dope. Even just hearing them chant Trey, it was awesome.
So it's real cool. It's real dope. I don't know what's going to happen in the next coming weeks. I don't know if we're going to get a Moose sighting. I don't know if we're going to get anyone else. Most likely, we never know who's going to be switching back and forth. But
I need Mustafa Ali to come out and Cedric Alexander to come out, and them niggas just fight each other. All right.
I think someone big time is going to try to come for Obafemi, which they shouldn't do, but I think it's going to happen.
Fuck Oba. I don't support Obafemi no more with his lying ass.
So you can't say that when one of your favorite people is Kofi Kingston.
Nah, but see, you know what? That we fixed that on TV. All right.
It's crazy.
We fixed that on TV. All right. This shit is ridiculous. I thought I knew. First of all, the motherfucker sounds British. All right. He sounded British. Motherfucker was born in Nigeria and went to school in like Alabama, but you sound British. I don't know what is going on anymore.
And you got to do what you got to do to survive. Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that to his face, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
But until then, do we want to go into our 3VP picks of the week, gentlemen?
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Dre, I'm not trying to call you out, Dre, and I don't know. I mean, I know you've definitely been going through some things right here, but I need you to put a little smile on, put a little emphasis on. All right, you're talking to the two greatest black people in the world. All right, and we make the three greatest black people. All right, so I need you to put a little more dip on your chip. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. The world is depressing. Everything is a black hole. We're only going through monotonously. We don't even. To be honest, you're probably the happiest one out of all three of us.
Well, you did find your father, so that's probably a good reason on why he's happy.
No,
it's crazy.
I'm telling people to find him.
Oh, find your. Oh, never mind. I thought you did find him. So yeah,
me and Drake can look for our fathers, but they're at the same place.
That's crazy. Well, with that,
at least y'all know their locations.
Major dark jokes and dark humor.
I don't know mine's location. So
The only reason I'm upset is because I'm still seeing a Will Ospreay MJ match 40 minutes into the show, and it's the first match on Dynamite. It's crazy.
That
What?
match opened and it's still on.
Still on, so we about to probably see a fucking draw or something like that.
It don't
So,
matter because that bitch really beat fucking Tony Storm the fuck up at the
Yo,
my nigga. That shit was crazy.
it was beautiful.
watch out for the. All right, so I'm gonna address that real quick before we get into our 3VP. So I saw an online post like saying, it was comparing AEW to WWE because all fans got to do that shit because they're fucking butt fucking each other. So it's like they were saying our AEW women's division is showing Toni Storm and Mariah May, the whole bloody segment, and then WWE's women's division would show Liv Morgan on top of Dominic. Obviously stating, Liv Morgan and Dominic and Rhea and all this type of shit. Okay, I see what your point you're trying to get at. But what just happened literally the week before that Mariah May and Toni Storm was going at each other? Oh, yeah, that's right. The three with the Japanese woman, Mina, was having like a lesbian type of relationship.
Literally.
They kept on pushing their titties up, and I got sponsored by Blue Chew.
They had bosom. She had one bitch here, one bitch here. Like, bro, what?
That whole segment, I was harder than trigonometry.
Yes, this is crazy.
Rest in peace to Miss Ruth.
Going right back to the onion booty again.
Right back to the onion booty because that shit. Bro, I just found this Twitter feed that shows all classic black adult movies. They had Jasmine Cashmere as one of them. Boy, right? We all know that.
Whoa, whoa!
Hey, yeah. It's a Twitter feed, and they just show like they're like, oh, this is this adult stars mixtape. This is adult star, and the one they posted was Jasmine Cashmere, and I was like, I haven't heard that name in forever.
If you know, you know.
I think it was Moan Bez. Shout out Moan Bez in Poughkeepsie if you don't know. I think he made a post a long time ago saying that she was like a pastor now. So
The irony.
Man, obviously my list has been updated, but hey, let me tell you something. That Miss B Nasty,
all right, before
right,
she
that's not what
becomes
we're
your
here for.
before
That's
she
not-
becomes your 3VP pick of the week, I'm gonna.
yeah, I'm about to be the Valvina shirt.
It's crazy. Let's ask this question. We see you, Daniel, we see on your Dunkin' run almost every week. What's in your cup? What is your Dunkin' order?
Oh, right now, I love the seasonal flavors. I'm a seasonal flavors guy. So right now, I have been drinking the S'mores cold brew that they got going on over there with marshmallow cold foam on top, and they got these little pieces of graham cracker on top of the cold foam.
Okay, it's interesting.
I'm a
That's
coffee
dope.
guy. Coffee guy.
Duran, do you approve? I know you used to. Do you still?
Don't ask me shit about Duncan.
All right, nope, never mind. All right, so we're
Well,
at that 3VP.
To be fair, Duran, I wasn't going to mention it. You know,
I was just there for like 10 hours.
you don't want to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
So I just
And
want to
unless-
see.
I
Dre,
didn't-
why
I
don't you
didn't
set
grab-
us off?
I didn't grab no Sprite, so I can't have tequila and Sprite.
What a combo.
At Dunkin', or just in general.
Yes.
Take the Sprite from Dunkin' to bring it home and put tequila in it.
Nah, they got
Alright.
Starry.
I cannot do tequila at all. I'm sorry, guys.
I love it. I was always a whiskey drinker, and then my girlfriend put me on the 1800 coconut tequila, and I mixed that with Sprite, and it's fantastic.
Your girlfriend don't like you. That's the first thing she introduced you to. Baby steps, nigga.
No.
Espelon. You could have, nigga. I got Terramana in the car, and the only reason
Terramana's
why,
nice.
The only reason why, because I haven't stopped by the liquor store and get me some American honey. Because when I get American honey, I'm drinking that with Coca-Cola, and that's my drink of the day.
American honey is the real deal. Oh, you tried it? You did try it, Deron. You
Yeah,
did.
I had that. I had it at a when I was doing a show at Kerhonkson. They had American honey, and I drank that with Coca-Cola. And yeah, definitely a sundown town. I had to make it out before. It was crazy.
Real quick before I go into 3VP, well, American honey is at all local stores. It's by Wild Turkey. It's the smoothest drink next to Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey. Like, it's very, very smooth. So
that shit is so good. I probably
I never had it.
drink that shit in the big cup.
The big cup.
The big cup.
like that cup right here. We go
The
cup.
3VP cup.
3VP cup. So my 3VP pick of the week. About to toss it up between someone from the past and someone. You know what? I'm gonna go with someone random. That's my man D. Brian Kendrick.
Oh, little spank.
Little spank, but not when he was like I said. D. Brian Kendrick, when he was with Ezekiel Jackson, when he came out, I'm a man with a plan. You know, he was out filming his shit with that white jacket, whatever he was doing. You know,
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely wanted that jacket with the half cheetah arm. That shit was
hard.
Man was gliding around. When he came back for 205 Live, I was happy as hell. But then he had like a goatee, and it was like, nah, it's not the same. It's just not the same. But yeah, when he was back in SmackDown and he was having a little mini push and stuff like that, I was like, hell yeah, I can rock with this. He was in that championship scramble, like won for a few minutes and stuff like that. So yeah, he was really on this ish. I don't know what happened for it to de-escalate, or maybe he got released or whatever. I know this was during the era that they was pushing bigger guys, so that's why Ezekiel eventually got the push as well too. But yeah, D. Brian Kendrick, solid A player for me. I won't say B plus. He's a solid A player.
I respect it. And his comeback in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
His match with Ibushi, he busted out a burning hammer for no reason.
That whole Cruiserweight Classic is
fire.
No reason
Seeing
for
go to Ibushi in the WWE ring was still crazy. Like, there's like a sleeper match on there with not a sleeper, but there was a match with Zack Sabre Jr. and Drew Gulak. Them niggas was grappling, bruh. They was grappling. My God. Oh yeah, that whole. I might have to run that entire thing back. That thing was fantastic. Wrong person won, but yeah, that shit was fantastic.
Yeah.
Fucking
that man himself. Like
TJP
and him now. Like shit was ridiculous. But yeah. Deron, you want to go?
My 3VP pick of the week is current and it's biased because I was just watching the Undertaker podcast. But it's gonna be The Godfather.
Charles, see right.
Yeah, because that man had mad different personas in the WWE, but The Godfather was his favorite. And just hearing The Undertaker saying that he almost broke when Godfather like, I know you like hoes. And apparently in the ring you can hear Paul Bearer say, oh yes he does. That you can hear.
That's crazy.
Bro.
Really
Bro, Paul Bearer in the segment when Godfather was like, I've known you for a long time and I know you like hoes. Paul Bearer is dead in the corner saying, oh yes he does.
I need to watch that.
Sure.
Why are you going to say, oh, yes, he does? If I was Undertaker, that would have cracked me. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to lie. Tears would have flowed down my face. And then he was like, I don't know if everything on you's dead, but if they are, these hoes. And then, yeah. And then, like, you learn that basically they used to go out. I think Bruce Pritchard used to go out and get the girls for The Godfather. So what he used to do was he used to come out by himself and get a pop, and then everybody be like, "No, where the hoes at?" So then he'd wait, and then he'd go back and get the girls, and then with the girls, it depends on how many girls they are. That's relative to how long he's going to be in the match. So if he has three girls, it's a short match. If he has 5, it's going to be longer.
There was one, I don't
Crazy.
know I think it was the Royal Rumble 2002, I think.
Yes.
And the nigga came out by himself. He went back to get the host. Then he's like, wait, hold on. Then goes back and comes out with more of them. Then's like, wait. Hold up. Then goes back and gets more. Yo, you ever seen the O Solo battle, Duran? Where he
Yes.
goes, one of my niggas bring 2 my niggas 3, and all them niggas. That's what he did with the hoes at that Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
He
that
just
shit.
kept going and getting more.
And then I also found out like with the girls, what he used to do was like had them bring him weed. So like because they were getting popular from being hoes for Godfather, clubs used to call Godfather, be like, "Hey, you're in my town. Can I send you girls?" And then some of the girls was like, "Well, can you just keep on using us?" And he was like, "Yeah, just bring me weed." So he would get weed from the girls, and then he would use the girls, and it would bring business back to the clubs. So then him and Undertaker used to just get personal tables of fucking gallon jugs of Jack Daniels. Like, bro, it was such a like watching the Undertaker's podcast, bro. Apparently, if he gets to like 1 million subscribers, he's gonna do an all BSK reunion.
Yeah.
This man,
Yeah,
like, had to be out there cheating.
bro. There were certain things he couldn't say. He was like, yeah, I can't mention Las Vegas. He was like, where's Michelle at? He's like, I can't. He's like, yeah, I can't. Undertaker was like, yeah, you can't talk about that one. He's like, what about this one? He was like, yeah, you can't talk about that one either.
Tombstone, a few of them things out there. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who shared the video, but watching Undertaker's first version of the Tombstone, my lord,
Oh,
That was me, yeah.
that was Big Dre when he was on his sabbatical.
that's like
And
that
then
first pedigree fucking. That first time Trips did the pedigree and nigga landed on top of his dome.
Bro, but he landed like straight down. Like that was
Yeah,
the craziest.
It was a pile driver. Like,
Jesus, because he couldn't escape.
And just
it was a pile
Sent
driver.
him to death. It's like watching who else used to hit a move that I would just be like, wins. Oh, the fucking what's the dude from LAX? He used to do the Gringo Killer.
Oh yeah, the
Homicide?
vertebrae.
Yeah,
Homicide.
Huh?
Yeah.
Homicide. Yeah. And then him and fucking Loki used to do the Gringo Killer stomp.
Mm,
horrible.
That's
nasty work. Nah, bro. If the other niggas, LAX Hernandez,
That
he did the
yeah,
border
border
toss.
Yeah, he just
But-
threw you. He didn't care.
When he threw Gail, I think it was Gail Kim, one of them. He threw a
Christy,
female.
he threw Christy Hemme.
He threw a female with complete disregard of her entire being. Like this motherfucker said, whew,
Yo,
and
I'm not
her
gonna
whole
lie.
Body
It was
went.
Gail Kim.
It was Gail Kim.
Yeah.
Yo, when Hernandez used to do the border toss, bro, you just used to look like this in the air.
look like how when Dre do the wacky whale and inflatable tube. That's what
Yes.
your body did.
It's like that fucking TikTok meme where niggas be like English or Spanish.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That was
Yeah,
wild.
that's my 3VP pick of the week. It's The Godfather because I didn't realize how fun that nigga was until he talked about it in the podcast.
Great pick. Great pick. Shout out Kama Mustafa as well. And Papa Shango. My 3VP, and I don't know how other people felt about this, man. But let me tell you. My boy Eugene.
Oh no. No.
My boy Eugene. First of all, Jim Johnston cooked with Eugene's theme song. When you're writing for the character, that may be one of the best like song to character like blend. Cause it was perfect. It was fucking perfect for that character. All right. And I know that that character probably would not be okay in the eyes of many people today because he was a very intelligent man and a great professional wrestler before that character. But I thoroughly First, do you realize? Do you guys ever just go back? I mean, you probably from your reactions, I'm assuming no, but you go back and watch some of that Eugene stuff. The boy was over. The boy had the crowd. The crowd loved Eugene. I met Eugene and William Regal in the South Hills Mall before a WWE live event at the Civic Center one year. And it was fantastic. In character the whole time. The nigga had remember, we had the Burger King in the South Hills back in the day, Duran? Nigga was literally signing autographs with the Burger King crown on while he was signing the autographs in the South Hills Mall. Swear to God, bro. So, so yes, he just had so many great moments. And I loved him when The Rock came back to save Eugene that one time. And he was like, Eugene said his catchphrase, but Eugene wrestled. He wrestled Triple H on Raw while Triple H was the world champion. Like, Eugene was a great wrestler, and the character was fantastic. And you felt bad for him. He was Eric Bischoff's little, the redacted R word that no one's allowed to say, nephew. And I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. And there's one moment I love so much when DX came back together in 2006, and I forgot who. I think it was Jonathan Coachman put a bounty on DX, and they were in the UK, and they put a bounty on him, like, take him out, give you money or whatever. And my son Eugene came knocking on the door. Triple H answered. He's like, "What do you need?" He's like, "I'm here for the bounty." And then he tried to swing at them, and then Triple H just closed the door. He opened it back up. He's like, "I'm here for the bounty." My son Triple H handed him a fucking thing of paper towels and said, "It's the quicker picker upper," and handed it to him and closed the door. Bro, Eugene's been involved in some great stuff, and I was a huge fan of Eugene.
Didn't he also do like when he was tagging with The Rock? Didn't he have his own version of the Rock Bottom?
Yeah, well, I think he did a little people's elbow.
Yeah, okay.
Thing that he was doing. Yeah, no, Eugene was fantastic. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. All right, Eugene was an amazing character, and it was a fun time. And he just coming out, he's like, just this crazy hair and shit. Bro, come on, son. Eugene's my 3VP, Nick Dinsmore.
You know who's my random 3VP? I'm not gonna add him to anything else. It was because I just thought about it when Daniel mentioned Eugene. It was Eric Young, but when he used to be afraid of his own explosions, his own pyro.
He was a little superhero himself.
Bro, when he became Super Eric, bro, every time his power used to go off,
EY was ridiculous.
Facts. Also, I realized there was something wrong with me mentally because I had a thing for ODB.
Sir, I'll pull a seat up right next to you on that train. I'm with you. There was just something about the flask and all that. There was just something about it. I don't know what it was.
Something about, why is this match still go? All right, there's only gonna be 2 matches on Dynamite tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just giving it
is
away
the match
for free
still going?
television.
Yes, it is. So, in the other matches, off.
Is it like a last man standing or something?
Nope, it's a regular match. Other match is Swerve and Okada. So I'm guaranteed it's only gonna be 2 matches tonight.
Right.
But yeah, I was able to find this.
Oh my god, bro! Look at her body, Duran. Oh my god, bro! Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
I'm not gonna lie. They look like they set up a sex doll before. Like that doesn't look like Gail Kim.
Bro, look how
that looks
that
crazy,
is.
bro.
This man looks, and then
bro, you're taking off a week, bro. Your spine's in another direction.
That's insane.
That is nothing but pure violence right there,
bro. That's a scolio. First of all, the fact that this man used to throw people that far is great. Nah, Dre.
And he did this with other humans, other like men, grown men too. It's
bro,
not just
grown men. It didn't matter what he was doing. You was getting tossed. Pause.
Nah, yeah,
you was getting tossed over the ring. You was getting tossed in the ring, through a table, on other people. Bro, Hernandez just did not care. And then he had that fucking Mexican ass whistle I can't do. I was trying to do it, but I couldn't do it, so I gave up. That fucking
Shit was unbelievable.
that shit.
Yeah,
He just do it from the fucking side of his mouth.
him and Del Rio can do that shit, balls.
Yeah, well, now Del Rio's wrestling for the next 5 people before he gets a Smuckers, so it doesn't matter what Del Rio can do.
Smucker, not the Smuckers.
Yep, because that nigga's a peanut butter bitch.
That so that
Let's get into this Jeopardy, Dre. What you got for us?
yes. So Duran last week said that he didn't start watching wrestling until what year was it that you started watching?
Probably like 2000s, basically.
2000.
Yeah, like my grandmother wouldn't allow me to watch. My grandmother or my dad wouldn't allow me to watch, and I had to watch.
Watch this in here.
So basically, I'll date myself. I had to watch wrestling on a fucking Magnavox TV. Yeah,
Sir.
the big back that was one TV with the stand attached. Yeah, that's how old I am. The fucking
that
Magnavox.
500-pounder right there.
Yeah, I had to bring that bitch to Poughkeepsie. That shit sucked. That shit fell on my foot, twisted my ankle. And my dad thought I was faking the whole time.
So with that being said, thought he was faking. So you're
Ruthless Aggression, huh? What we got?
Yeah, we do. We got a Ruthless Aggression era Jeopardy. Where's this thing at? There we go.
All right.
So hopefully that'll work in Duran's favor a little bit. And since he's at the bottom, pause, we can have him go first. Is that fair, Daniel?
That's fair. Yeah, as long as it ain't you, nigga.
It's crazy.
As soon as the screen comes up, it turns hostile. So
All right,
it gets
so
hostile as soon as it pops up.
there's no Jeopardy champion this week. We're just fighting for our own personal title.
Fighting
I'm
for
just
the
fighting
crown.
so Dre doesn't win. That's
That's
what I'm fighting for.
This is crazy. Why is there such animosity to me every week?
Oh no, you started it.
All right, guys, let's get it.
I do hope Duran wins though. What's this nigga's name again?
Welcome into another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. My name is Kevin J. Callis, and I only have one question for you.
Ruthless aggression to reach for the stars as you never have
JBL.
before.
That's right, we're traveling back in time to the years 2002 through 2008, the Ruthless Aggression era of WWE. So let's go to the board now and find out the categories you'll be quizzed on, starting with Ruthless Aggression era iconic moments, followed by Evolution is a Mystery, then Ruthless Aggression era forgotten wrestlers, The Invasion, and last but certainly not least, Ruthless Aggression era by the numbers. And if you're new to our little game, well, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. Here are the rules that will help you along the way. And if you want to cheat and be the dirtiest player in the game, well, then you're going to have to live with the consequences, and that'll be on your conscience, not mine.
That's right, I said it.
So let's jump right in and kick things off with Ruthless Aggression era iconic moments. John Cena made his WWE television debut in 2002 when he answered this wrestler's open challenge.
Who is Kurt Angle?
Yes, sir.
He's your Olympic champion as well as mine. The correct answer, who is Kurt Angle?
Who in the hell are you?
I'm John Cena.
Please hold. Get renter's insurance that works faster. Get
We're
Lemonade.
not sponsored.
John Cena.
Moving on to Evolution is a Mystery for 2. Evolution has often been referred to as a modern iteration of Ric Flair's famous former NWA WCW stable.
What is the Four Horsemen?
As my good buddy Pumpkin always says, diamonds are forever, and so are the Four Horsemen. On to Forgotten Wrestlers for 200. Name this Ruthless Aggression era.
Who is Heidenreich?
A one-time WWE Tag Team Champion alongside Animal of the Road Warriors who never wanted to be caught in a closet with this dude. The
Nigga,
answer is Heidenreich.
when he called Michael Cole, never mind.
That was so uncalled for.
Which brings us to
So
the
crazy.
Invasion for 200. At the inaugural Invasion pay-per-view, the main event pitted Team Alliance versus Team WWF, who consisted of Chris Jericho, Kane, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, and this wrestler.
Who is Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Good
Yes,
shit,
sir.
Duran.
Now, he would later go on to turn
You know
his
what
back
answers that, right?
on
Is
the
that promo
WWF,
backstage
join
with the
the
5 of them?
Alliance, and then turn his back on the Alliance and go back to the WWF. I'm talking about the one and only Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You, Chris Jericho,
There it is.
Kane,
Breathing down our neck.
Undertaker,
And the risks are just too damn great. I'm in.
And closing out the 200-point round with ruthless aggression era by the numbers, The Undertaker returned as the Dead Man at this WrestleMania.
That is WrestleMania 20.
And the correct answer we're looking for, what is WrestleMania 20?
I was there.
All right, hopefully you went 5 for 5 and got yourself a sweet 1,000 points. Now things get a little bit more difficult as we head into the 400-point round, starting off with Ruthless Aggression Era iconic moments. On the June 23rd, 2003 episode of Raw, Kane removed his mask and turned on this wrestler by chokeslamming him.
Who is Robert Van Dam?
And the answer, RVD, Rob Van Dam.
Oh, I watched that shit like this, bro.
It's Rob, not Robert.
Moving on to
The fuck up,
Evolution
Joe.
is a Mystery for 4. What former WCW champion was the first wrestler Evolution attacked together as a group?
It's on you, Duran.
Who is Goldberg?
That would be my guess too. So I'm gonna just play it out.
Fortunately, none of his freaks came to help him out as he
Scott
was
Steiner.
getting pummeled by Evolution. The correct answer we're looking for, who is Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner? All right, we're on to Forgotten Wrestlers for 400. Name this Ruthless Aggression Era superstar.
Who is Zach Gowen?
And the answer is Zach Gowen.
The greatest
That's
shooting
the
star
Invasion
I've ever seen in my
400.
life.
The Invasion storyline concluded with a winner-takes-all match between the Alliance and the WWF at this signature pay-per-view.
The Invasion concluded winner takes all at Survivor Series 2001, I believe.
It used to be a Thanksgiving tradition like none other. The answer is the Survivor Series. And we're closing out the 400-point round with By the Numbers. When Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to win his first WWE Championship, how many spears did it take to defeat John Cena?
Sean.
So it was after what match was it?
The Elimination Chamber.
It was after the Elimination Chamber, right?
Mhm.
John Cena's mad bloody. I feel like the answer is 2. Because I don't think John Cena would go down just to 1. So I feel like the answer is 2.
Good shit, Duran.
It sure is.
All right, 10 down, 15 to go. If you're having a good time and you like what you
Is that
see,
correct?
make sure you hit that subscribe button and click on the ringy-dingy notification ding-dong
Oh,
bell
he didn't say it
so
yet.
that you always get all notifications whenever we come
Oh.
out with a brand new episode, which is always every weekend, specifically on Saturdays. 2 iconic moments for 600.
Wait, did I skip something?
He just didn't say the answer?
All right, 10 down, 15 to go. If you're
Yeah,
having
it definitely skipped, but it definitely was 2.
Okay.
a good time and you like what you see, whenever we come out with a brand new episode, which is always every weekend, specifically on Saturdays. 2 iconic moments for 600. At ECW One Night Stand 2005, Paul Heyman said the only reason JBL was WWE champion for a year was because Triple H didn't want to work on what day of the week?
Because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays.
I always thought that this day of the week was boring and pointless. So
Since you want to shoot, cowboy.
So I agree with Triple H. I mean, why would he really want to work on Tuesdays? Back to Evolution is a Mystery for 600. This former WCW prodigy was originally chosen as the 4th member of Evolution before he was replaced by Batista.
Who is Mark Jindrak?
Apparently, when you pair up Randy Orton and Mark Jindrak, they don't make a good combination. So the powers that be decided, we got to get rid of this Jindrak guy and let's bring in Batista. So there's your answer. And we're on to Forgotten Wrestlers for 6. Name this Ruthless Aggression era superstar.
Oh,
And the correct answer.
never mind.
I fucked it up.
Never mind. I know Dre hates him. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah, fucking worthless piece of shit.
To the man, the myth, the legend, who is Manu? Back to the Invasion for 600. The Invasion got taken to the extreme when ECW entered the storyline under the leadership of this new owner.
Miss Stephanie McMahon with the
One of the biggest complaints about the Invasion angle was how the McMahon family basically totally inserted themselves into this storyline. The correct answer we're looking for, who is Stephanie McMahon? And closing out the 600-point round with By the Numbers, at the 2004 Royal Rumble, Goldberg entered at number 30 and eliminated this many WWE superstars.
You can't make this shit up.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Daniel. Answer this Goldberg question.
I'm going to say 0 because Brock Lesnar came out to fight him.
Duran, you want to give a guess just in case he's wrong?
I'm gonna shoot a number and say 5 because I feel like he took out Nunzio, and
No, he murdered Nunzio.
my nigga, that spear,
He murdered him.
I'll never. There's 2 things I'll never forget about Nunzio: that spear and the cross he does when he's on the last ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll say like random number 5.
All right, we got 0 and 5.
I'm hoping you kind of did a process of elimination here, thinking, well, he came in at number 30, so there couldn't have been that many superstars left in the ring for him to eliminate. The answer we're looking for, what is 3? We're getting very close to Final Jeopardy now. The 800-point round begins with Ruthless Aggression, iconic moments. What does Hulk Hogan ask The Rock for during their first ever on-camera meeting at 2002's No Way Out pay-per-view?
Duran, I know you know this, and I'm gonna make sure that you answer this correctly. I'm gonna pause. They're referring to the segment backstage with The Rock and the NWO when he does the Chico Razor Ramon, and he's like, What did they ask him for?
Didn't he want them to take a picture of them together?
And the answer, he asked for a picture with The Rock for his son. Moving on to Evolution is a Mystery for 800. What is the name of Evolution's entrance theme song, which was sung by Motorhead?
Line in the Sand.
And the answer is Line in the Sand.
That was a big DJ move, right?
Here we go, on to Forgotten Wrestlers for 800. Name this Ruthless Aggression superstar.
Corey's watching.
Oh, I'm waiting to see. Oh, is that Nydia? Who is Nydia?
And the answer we're looking for, who is Nydia? Brings us back.
I'm gonna do a side. What is that? That was 800, Daniel?
Yeah.
For some reason, ever since back in the day, ever since Corey, ever since Ruthless Aggression era, and it stuck with me for forever, he would always associate Jamie Noble and Nydia as always getting chicken fingers every time they go out somewhere. So every time you'd be like chicken fingers, and it would just stick. Every time I just see them.
Bro, a great gimmick between those two. I loved it.
So if we can ever get Corey back on, we'll have him do his chicken fingers impression because that shit is ridiculous. Duran, you're up.
To the Invasion for 800. The Invasion storyline lacked a majority of WCW's top stars because most were willing to sit home and get paid their guaranteed contracts by this parent company of WCW.
Okay. I know WCW was ran by Ted Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the fuck did Ted Turner own? TBS? It's not. It's not. Is it TNT? No.
I mean, it's both of them.
You kind of already said it. Said the answer.
It's Turner something, right?
I'll take it.
I mean, you give it to
And
him.
the answer was Joel Time Warner.
Nah, you don't give me that. I wasn't close.
I thought it was Turner Network. My bad.
No,
bro, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was like something Turner.
Can I get the points? No. All right.
No. The hell?
All right, let's close out the 800-point round by the numbers. What was the score when Brock Lesnar defeated Kurt Angle in a 60-minute Iron Man match on SmackDown in 2003?
Oh my God! I'm going to say 5-4.
And Brock Lesnar won that match 5-4. Brock Lesnar is the champion. All right, we've made it to the most difficult part of the round. I'm talking about the 1,000-point round. The steel cage begins to lower. The ominous music starts to play. These are the 5 most difficult questions, so you better get your thinking caps on. Thinking about the Ruthless Aggression era, let's go to an iconic moment for 1,000 when Eric Bischoff made his WWE debut. What former WCW wrestler's promo did Eazy-E interrupt backstage?
Booker T.
Yeah, that's easy as shit.
And the correct answer, who was Booker T? And the final question, Evolution is a mystery for 1,000. In October 2018, Evolution reunited on what historic episode of SmackDown?
I got this one?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, what really makes a historic episode of SmackDown?
It has to be like Has SmackDown had 500 episodes yet? No, right?
We're way beyond that. You're close.
600?
No, we're way past that.
1,000?
Yes.
Wait, SmackDown has had 1,000 episodes?
Yes.
Oh shit, 1,000.
And for 1,000 points, the answer is the 1,000th episode of SmackDown. See what I did there? 1,000, 1,000. You like that?
That's like that.
All right, Forgotten Wrestlers for 1,000.
Get the fuck out of here.
Is that a daily double? The first.
Oh boy.
Now, what are the exact rules of this daily double?
What did we do last week?
I saw last week is whatever. It looks like whatever points you want to offer up, you offer them, and then you just double that points. I guess plus the 1,000.
I think that the daily double should just be that score times 2.
Yeah, let's do that because
the easiest. So let's just say
the way how he was fucking explaining it, it was like you offer some points and then
fuck that.
Ever daily double of Wrestling Jeopardy coming at you. Now, of course, this is going to be a visual clue, so think about how much you have right now and how much you want to wager on this daily double.
All of it. I'm kidding. It's going to be.
All right, now you'll have 5 seconds to name this Ruthless Aggression era superstar.
Kenzo Suzuki. Oh, that's Jesus. Jesus, the man who stabbed John Cena.
Definitely a tough one. He did Carlito's bidding at one point in time, stabbing John Cena. The correct answer, who is Jesus or Jesus? I would have accepted either answer. All right, closing out the invasion for 1,000. Lance Storm was the first WCW wrestler to appear on WWF programming, but who was the second WCW wrestler to invade WWF TV?
Mm-hmm.
Lance Storm was first. Chuck Palumbo?
Deron, you want to give a guess?
Do you know the answer, Dre?
I think so.
Oh, you watch this.
Just
Yeah, you watch this.
WCW. Who's second?
I just remember it clearly. Kinda, maybe.
Oh wait, I'm gonna say Canyon.
Okay, Deron, you want to give your guess?
Damn.
Is it Canyon? He
Confident,
sounded like he
too.
knew it was Canyon. I know. I don't know. I
Who is it,
do
Dre?
not know.
If it's who I think it is, I think it's Bill DeMott.
You mean Hugh Morris?
There was nothing funny about this. The correct answer, who is Hugh Morris?
You would have been wrong for the record, and I wouldn't have accepted your answer.
And let's finish off the board by the numbers for 1,000. How many
Deron, this is yours.
feet tall is the elimination chamber structure?
How tall is it?
Yeah.
I know how long all the miles. I know it's. I know the length of the chain.
I do not know.
Congratulations, Dre.
We're not there yet. We still gotta do the Final Jeopardy.
No,
Um,
close. I know you watched it, but it's fine.
I'm gonna say
Ty Dillinger.
10 feet long.
No,
It's
I
only
know.
10? No,
Sure.
yeah.
Comment below and say that this question is BS, but I like it. So the correct answer, what is 16?
36-foot diameter, exactly 2 miles of chain, 16
2 miles.
feet.
22 tons of steel?
All right, Final Jeopardy is upon us. Now, are you going to bet it all? Or like I
Let me tally up the scores, unless y'all already know it. Let's do. Oops.
I didn't even know AOL had its own fucking channel. I thought it was just a website.
Yeah,
It wasn't a channel. It was just they had a merger with Time Warner.
That makes sense.
Damn, I messed up. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. And now we got. Okay. So, Deron, you got 2,600. Great job there. Daniel, you got 3,400. Great job. And I got 56. So, anybody want to place their bets on how much they want to wager?
Whole thing.
Yep, told you I wasn't winning. Whole thing.
We still got one question left, fellas.
Dre, if you do the whole thing, you get 10,000. So, like I said, I told you I wasn't winning.
No, I can't do the whole thing. And if Daniel gets his correct and I don't, then Daniel's going to win. So I got to be strategic, and let's go with $1.
This nigga.
say go big or go home. Let's
Actually, yeah, I'm sorry. Let's do 1,000. No, that's still wrong. Sorry. Fuck this. All right, I'm going all in. I can't.
Okay.
All this math shit.
look at this week's Final Jeopardy clue. The Raw Roulette.
Oh shit.
Raw Roulette was an
Ooh.
idea that was hatched in 2002 and over the years has given us some awesome matches, but also given us cross-dressing superstars. Now, I can't always say that Raw Roulette was a winning show, but it certainly was never boring. All right, so now's the time to make your wagers.
I'm gonna send you the message, Dre, with whatever
All right,
answer I
time's up.
got.
Let's spin the wheel and make a deal. Let's take a look at the final question, which is Raw Roulette was responsible for the first ever women's steel cage match, which was won by this wrestler thanks to interference by Matt Hardy. Good luck.
All right.
Not only do I not know this, I don't know this.
We'll just
Dre,
take
you
a-
know it?
I have a wild guess. I won't say wild guess, but I'm just gonna write it down. Because
All
it's
right,
the
send my
other-
answer.
you sent yours, Duran. You can send me your answer.
I sent it.
You got it.
Yes, I sent it to you, Dre.
All right.
What'd you write down, Dre?
I wrote down Lita.
You wrong.
Duran wrote down Lita. I got Victoria.
You wrong.
Cheap.
You should have. No, you should have. Bro, think about it. Think about the year. You should have known it wasn't Lita.
Raw Roulette was responsible for the first ever women's steel cage match, which was won by this wrestler thanks to interference by Matt Hardy. Now, you might be thinking one thing, but it's actually the other. The contest was between Lita and Victoria, with Victoria coming out on top after some interference by Lita's vengeful ex-boyfriend, Matt Hardy. And that does it for
Gotta
another
think about the
episode of
time.
Wrestling Jeopardy. If you'd like what
Gotta think about the time, boys.
I thought it was
Let's
between
go. You know what time it is?
Lita
You
and
know
Trish.
what fucking time it is?
I
What's the
told
final
y'all. I
scores, Dre?
told y'all I wasn't. Mine is 0, so I'm out.
Well, you still got hella points this week. Because, like I said, Ruthless Aggression Era. Turner Network. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Turner Network. It's all right. It's always a redemption story. Go ahead, Sami Zayn. Get all your wins. Get all your cheap
I lost
wins.
last week. I lost last week. Can you read me the final scores, please? Thank you.
You already know what you got. You got 3,400 times 2. Use your Turner Network terminology math to decipher what the hell you got.
That's 6,800. What you got?
$59.99. So that being said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. It's another week of being cheated by Daniel.
I genuinely what are you talking about? There was no we had no beef here today.
Yeah,
I was ready to lose to you. I literally said congratulations, Dre. I was being a good sport.
Well, it's all right. Just like the Warriors in what year was it? 2016. Just fell flat again. So,
Listen,
but yeah,
I know I gotta calm down because the day you do win, well, you ain't gonna let me hear the end of it.
it's gonna be a wrap.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
gonna,
the comeback
I
of the
think I'm gonna just
century.
start staying out of this and let y'all both fight each other.
Duran, you was right behind Daniel. You was neck and neck.
You was cooking, baby.
But guess what? I burnt the plate, so it don't matter if
Things
I was
taste
cooking.
better burnt, you know.
Daniel, I'm gonna tell you something I haven't told you in a while. Fuck out of here. Anyways,
It's crazy.
let's wrap this up so I can go take a shower and get back to work because that's all my life consists of now. It's not Jeopardy wins because I'm a failure. End it.
It's wild.
You're the greatest ECW champion of all time, though.
That is true.
Nope. I'm a professor of mincology, and all my kids fail my class because I'm a bad professor. End it.
If you're a bad professor, that means that you went to ECW and became a franchise, aka Shane Douglas. So there you go.
Wow,
So-
I didn't get that reference because I didn't win Jeopardy. End it.
Because he was a teacher as Dean Douglas. But anyway, as you can tell, Daniel, you can give them all the superlatives on where to find us.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in once again to the 3D Wrestling Podcast. You can follow our King Apollo at King Apollo with a 1 instead of I and King. You follow him there. You can follow at Dre Macon on all socials. Whatever is still up there, you can follow it. Follow at Macon Productions. You can go to maconproductions.com to see everything Dre's got going on. You can follow me on Instagram at Daniel_Lamar and on TikTok at Lamar Loves Wrestling. Make sure you tune in next week. Same 3D time, same 3D channel. Thank you guys.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. We'll see y'all next week.